Okay, Nova's week 6 long sequence, part 2 feedback. So I wanted to address this rap. So when I listen to your video, I don't hear any verbal rap cue, but this is like textbook right here of why I like using verbals for a rap and also for a rear cross, because I want you to look at imagine from Nova's perspective right now. Now, Nova doesn't know what you're going to ask her to do. Before a dog takes off for a jump, we always have to tell them where they're going to land, right? They can't change their mind in midair. Before they take off, they have to know where they're going at the landing side of purple. Now, if I'm Nova, hell, if I'm Scott and I'm watching this right now, I think that you are telling her to rear cross this purple. I'm not sure what you think, but that's what it looks like to me. This still looks like a pretty nice rear cross. Well, not ideal, but not bad rear cross. I'm still thinking you're telling her to rear cross. And that's what she thinks. And now I would say that you're telling her to turn this way. But she is gone. And that's why she thinks she's rear crossing. So, if you wanted her to wrap this, unfortunately, the handling isn't that different. You can distinguish it a little bit better on the rear cross versus a wrap, but it's always going to be somewhat similar in this situation. So I would be telling her as soon as she lands from this green jump, I would be telling my dog, dig, 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 as I ran up to this wing, to tell them with everything I can. And I have a mouth. You have a mouth. You can use your mouth while you're doing this. There's no reason you can't be saying dig, 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 all the way right up there. And this is just a textbook example why. So she reads instead rear cross. She's right to read that. And then we're going to finish off. And I also get that. I understand that you had somebody else signed up and you're a little bit pressed for time. Real world stuff. I get it. So, but a lot of the stuff on the second day is going to be similar here. See, like right here, I would have recommended either you need to be like 30 feet downstream right now with a much further tunnel send, or and probably the better option would have been to go in on this side and do probably a blind cross on the inside. Then it's a very easy blind cross. What it does do, if you go on the inside, if you are on the other side of this blue jump, now you'd be over here. It makes that very easy. It makes the ending a little bit trickier. But I think you have a better shot of getting this from the other side. Especially if you're going to take off from there. You have no chance to get to a serpentine if you're going to be sending to a tunnel from there. You just don't have, there's no way. So right now, you'd have to be on the landing side of blue. And, well, obviously that's not where you're at. So you end up running side by side with our dog and then trying to tell them to where to go when you're side by side. That's not where we want to be. Whenever we're telling our dog where to go, we always want to be either in front of them or behind them rear crossing. Be careful with this. See how you don't have any weight on the teeter? Watch what happens in slow motion. Watch what happens when it hits. Boop. Did you see that? And she stops there. If she does run all the way to the end, that would have gone up much further. Dogs don't like it, understandably, and you can actually have your dog like get thrown off a two on two off position when their hind feet when that comes up. So just make sure that you bag that teeter, please. Okay, so this time you have this jump closer to a straight line, but it's still going to be really hard because you got to babysit the teeter. So I think when I set this up originally, my idea was it was a test of your teeter skills. If you could leave her on the teeter and then been further ahead, that would have made this much more doable. Because you can't, because you have to babysit the end of the teeter, it makes that very, very challenging. Okay, this one is a little bit better as far as not thinking a rear cross. I would still be using a verbal dig, 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 and that's, you do get it. Well, kind of. But I would be using a verbal dig, dig, dig on it. I think it will help you a lot on, well, distinguishing between rear crosses and verbals. So this is all very similar. She lands side by side with you in the blue. You either need to be in front or behind. This is good. I like driving to the teeter. Did you see in that in real time? If you paid attention, how much that teeter bounced? That's not cool. We don't want that, okay? So let's bag that teeter. But then when we release her, we're standing right alongside her, and that makes then this tough because once again, we're side by side with her when she takes that jump. And then she lands, turn towards you, and then we have to kick her away. We don't want to be running side by side in agility like this when we want to be able to be in front to do our cross or behind them to set up a rear cross, sending them forward. So in order to do that, you had to move sideways while she was setting up on the teeter. So we could be in front of her. If not, then you're just going to have to rear cross that green jump. So, wrap cue. And I get it that you were trying to rush because other people were signed up and you ran out of time. Real world stuff, but really nice work. Nice job keeping her motivated, keeping her drive up on some very difficult drills and a sequence this week.